Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by TaylorMade.
Welcome back to Golf Central. We're very proud to be on site all week at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge for the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. Of course, the players here are focused on trying to win a golf tournament. However, there's some scary things going on all around the globe. The coronavirus, the LPGA Tour has canceled the Blue Bay LPGA, the Honda LPGA Thailand, the HSBC Women's World Golf Championship. The European Tour postponed the Maybank Championship and the China Open, and the PGA Tour Series in China has delayed its season, postponing 4 events and plans to reduce the regular season from 14 down to 10 events. For more, we send it down to Todd Lewis, who had a chance to talk to a number of players this afternoon.
Well, Gary, in regards to those players, there is a macro perspective, and those players are concerned that this could be a worldwide pandemic. And then there is the micro perspective. How will the coronavirus and its spread globally affect the golf schedule, considering that these players travel and play worldwide?
I just do everything I can to be healthy, whether that be wash my hands, take a gel in my bag. You don't want to stop shaking hands with everyone, but do as much as you can to limit that. And it's a bit of a concern, but I think everyone, especially the PGA Tour and the European Tour, are taking a lot of measures to stay on top of that. So they're doing their best part, and we're doing our part to stay healthy.
I don't know if I'm overly concerned yet. I mean, I think I've kind of learned just based on what, you read and hear, a lot of it's rhetoric, but then at the same time, you do have to take the necessary precautions. I mean, I've got a lot of close friends that are doctors. One's a surgeon general. So, I mean, you do have to pay attention. I mean, you'd be foolish not to. I mean, I say all that. I mean, I don't want to say I'm ignorant, but I'm probably a little bit more naive than anything in some respects, too. So, it doesn't have me worked up yet. However, I'm always pretty conservative, so, I mean, I'm going to take that approach.
I'm concerned that the schedule might change, but that's not my number one concern. The bigger picture here is that we got something that could be a major threat to a lot of people. We live in a world that's pretty crowded, and people are traveling all over the place. So while events are big and it's a huge deal to host things like the Olympics, still, like, our number one concern needs to be the safety of the people. And we're going to have future years to have big events, and if it has to impact the schedule, that's a small price to pay for the health and safety of most people.
I guess you just got to take all measures to try and avoid getting it. It's like, if you live your life to avoid the flu, I feel like you're going to have a pretty miserable life. If you live your life to avoid the coronavirus, I think it's going to be pretty similar. So you don't want to go doing that, but I think it could potentially affect things. But, you can't live life going through like that. You got to hope you don't get it. If you do, treat it, and hopefully you're all right. But, it's pretty scary what's happening at the moment.
Now, the PGA Tour released a statement on Monday, part of that statement saying, we conduct more than 175 tournaments across our 6 tours, and the health and safety of our players, employees, fans, partners, volunteers, and everyone associated with the PGA Tour continues to be our number one priority. After reviewing the relevant positions from the Centers of Disease Control and the World Health Organization, there are no planned schedule changes. There is one other thing to consider in regard to changing schedules for 2020, and that is the Olympics. Of course, golf is in the 2020 Olympics. The International Olympic Committee continues to say that the Olympics will go on right now as scheduled. However, on Tuesday, a Japanese Olympic official did say there is a possibility that the Olympics could be postponed to later in the year, the calendar year 2020. So we will be keeping our eye on this coronavirus.